Hello. Start of week 3. I'm excited. I've got the excavator. It's my last day with it. They're picking it up at 3. I'm just gonna take advantage of it while I have it. Do a little bit of grading, maybe go a little bit deeper. It's 8 o'clock, so good, 7 hours, not bad. All right, I'll see you guys out there. I want to get all this area cleaned up because people see it. And what I don't want is for my neighbor to be like, hey, it's like a war zone over there, like clean it up. So I'm gonna be the good neighbor. And I'm just gonna clean up this area, push all this stuff back there. That should probably take a couple hours, I think, because me with that claw, I suck. Check it out, guys. I gotta get a trash bag for that. It's everything I'm picking up on the property. Yeah, I mean, I got a couple sticks there, but the big brush is gone. Stacked up a little wood. Yeah, it looks pretty damn clean to me. Nobody better complain. It's a sad, sad time right now. They're coming to pick up my BFF. Wow, perfect timing. They're rolling up now. My BFF left, and maybe I'll rent her again one day. But we did good work. We got a lot done. So, well, tomorrow starts the week, and I have more to do, obviously. So, yeah, we'll continue on, push forward without the big girl here, to push wood around. That didn't sound right. So, I'm excited, little by little, slowly. Guys, so let me tell you the story. My wife has a friend. Her friend has a husband. His name is Matt. I've known Matt for a long time because of my wife and her friend. So I texted him out of the blue. I knew he had machinery, but I didn't just want to be like, hey man, can I use you? So I was like, hey, do you know anyone with a forestry mulcher? I just bought, so many acres and I need help. His response over text was, I got one. I got you. I was like, okay, cool. So, you know, I wasn't gonna stress him out or anything. I just said, hey, whenever you can, just come out and meet me at the property. Well, he texted me this morning while I was at work and said, hey, my guy's heading over there with a forestry mulcher. He's gonna take care of all the brush that you have piled up. And I'm gonna meet you at 4:30. It's 4:30 now, I'm waiting for him. But let me just show you what he did. I don't even know the guy with the phone, he just said my guy. But look at this. So this is his, and there's the driveway. And this is the area where it was all piled up. Turn to mulch. Here's the other pile over here. Look at that. Dunsky. Dunsky. Oh, I thought I saw a car. Headlights. No. Okay. Onward. All that over there, mulched up, mulched up. Oh, that's where I finished off. Holy crap, look at this space. So this is what I'm talking about. This is a driveway. I mean, it's a little bumpy. Still needs to be graded correctly. But man. So he said, you show me what you want my guy to do. And I was like, okay, man, what? Look at this. I don't even have to worry. Like my next step was gonna get a wood chipper and just have my 16-year-old go to town. Oh man, I'm excited. This is very cool. All right, guys, so I just finished talking with Matt. He's gonna have Scott, and that's who I've said. I don't even know his name, the one that was operating the machine. I'll show you the machine on the way out. He is gonna come back tomorrow morning while I'm at work, so it's gonna be a big surprise when I leave work and come back. He is gonna come down here where we finished off, and he is going to cut another 50 feet in, 50 to 60 feet in, and then he's gonna cut a 30-foot to 40-foot perimeter around that. Time is money, and he's out here doing me a favor. So that is enough for me to have enough space to continue cutting and start laying the brush in the middle of that opening so that I can burn it and do, you know, whatever I need to do, but have enough space to now where I can start in the center and cut outwards. That's gonna be a big help. The other thing he asked me to do is to get some marking flags and just mark the boundaries. Matt said he's gonna come out probably when it gets a little bit warmer, and he's going to, you know, see the boundaries and then maybe finish off whatever I haven't already done. But that's amazing. And this big old machine right here, bulletproof glass, and then he's got this big mulcher right here doing business. I'm going to actually pull into the property for the first time. Oh, oh, that's pretty hard. Oh, didn't realize the beast would still be here. So that means he never came because it's in the same exact spot. He didn't come out today, probably because of the snow. Because it snowed and the roads were icy pretty much the whole day. It hasn't gone up past, I want to say 27 was the high today. So it makes sense he didn't come out, roads are icy. So I'm guessing, obviously, because he didn't come out, unless he came out and left the machine here, which I don't know. But he was supposed to clear this back area, and if not a big deal. What I'm gonna do today for just about an hour is, got caution tape. I'm gonna mark the boundaries. All right, guys, so part of clearing land, what I'm learning is that you have to fill out paperwork and get permit. I didn't know that. So I'm about to enter the courthouse. No knives. Got my car keys, my phone. I've got these 2 guns right here, but nothing they could do about that. All right, I'm gonna go inside and plead my case, and let's see what happens. Hopefully I don't have to pay any fines for already cutting without permit. That was the easiest interaction. Like, seriously, in my mind, I was thinking that they're gonna be like, no, you gotta pay this fine, and you can't do this permit without this permit, and you need to go back 15 years and look at history. I'm like, ugh. Yeah, I was stressing going in there. He literally looked at my paperwork and was like, oh, you're the landowner. You do what you want with it. You know, just sign here. Oh, you forgot to sign this right here. Dunsky. I was like, boom. Whew. The only issue is that I can only cut an acre. Any more than an acre, then I have to like get another permit, which I'm like, oh, okay. I really don't know how much an acre is. So I'm just gonna, you know, do a little cutting, look at it and say, that's about an acre or 2. All right, I'm heading to the property. Let's go see what Matt and Scott did with that big forestry mulcher. Let's go check it out. Oh, the machine is still here. The machine is still here. Let's go see what it's doing. First time being able to park the truck up here. Oh, it's still doing work. Wow, look at that clearing, guys. Look at that clearing. I'm gonna let him do his thing. I don't want him to think I'm rushing him, because I'm not. Take your time, bro. Take your time. We're gonna see all the stuff that he's done once he gets finished up. He should be finishing up because today's the last day that the machine's gonna be out here. Matt mentioned that the machine's going to another work site, and he just so happened to pass by mine. But this is gonna make things a lot easier. So this weekend, what I plan on doing with this area cut is I'm gonna cut some more, but now I have a place to stage all the trees, and I have an area to stage what I want to cut for firewood, what I want to cut for projects or leave for projects, what I want to chip down to mulch. And so I'm gonna stage it in 3 different and just kind of have it organized. I got that idea from one of the comments. So again, guys, thank you so much for watching. Thank you for leaving comments, because again, it's my first time. So you guys with experience, keep leaving little tips and tricks. I can't stop watching this machine. I'm like a little kid. Look at that thing. Cat came, cat saw, cat conquered. Don't hit my car. Let's go check it out. Now, yesterday I marked the borders. Wow. I didn't expect him to get the borders. That's for another time. But what I did ask him to do is to clear out a big enough space so that I could start a little fire right in the center. And here we are. Guys, truly amazing. What he did here in a few hours, man, this would have been weeks. And then the accumulation of just the pile of brush, right? Well, He took care of the brush. Now it's almost like I'm starting from scratch, but at least now I have space. I can start burning, and the sweet smell of pine. So my vision is driveway. I'll probably definitely widen this up, cut a couple of these, but it'll come up, and then I'm gonna go that way, that way, that way, and then he pretty much went maybe a little bit further down to cut, but that's it. This is a good day. Didn't even break a sweat, which is, you know, can't complain about that. It's still not done, not even close, but Matt and Scott, man, they gave me a good leg up, and I'm very appreciative of that. It's gonna be a good weekend. Well, today I'm rolling solo. Janice is at work. She's a nurse in the emergency room here in town. 9-year-old daughter is sick, and well, told my son to stay home to keep an eye on her. And she's coming over the flu, so she's feeling better. She's just not 100% to come out here and have her do some child labor. So it's gonna be me. I did buy a new piece of equipment. When I first got this property, I bought a brand new chainsaw because I've never had a chainsaw before. I didn't want to buy used because I didn't know much about them. So I wanted to buy brand new just to make sure, you know, everything was working and I could learn from there. I did buy a bunch of tools on Marketplace, shovels, pickaxes, metal rakes, things like that. I just bought another piece, and that is, not this, this is the chainsaw. This right here, a big old wheelbarrow. The problem with having a wheelbarrow here on the property is that I'm gonna have to take it home with me every single day. Now, I thought about getting a chain and wrapping it around a tree, but if somebody really wanted to steal it, bolt cutters or cut the tree down and just come up. So for now, until it gets old, I'm gonna take it home with me. And before you guys start joking on me, I decided to get the 2-wheel wheelbarrow only because now everyone in the family can push it around. The 1-wheeled wheelbarrow, it's a little harder. You gotta really balance and keep that core tight if the load is uneven. With this, they could just pick it up and go. Anyone can, including the 9-year-old that will be out here doing child labor soon. So my plan for today is I'm gonna start at the front of the property. I'm gonna work my way back, and I'm just gonna get big chunks of wood that I don't wanna drive over. When Scott came out with the mulcher, I mean, he did a fabulous job, but that mulcher, right, it doesn't mulch every single thing. There's parts where when he makes contact, a piece of, a chunk of wood will fly somewhere, right? And it never got mulched. It got broken up into pieces, but bigger pieces. So those are the pieces that I'm gonna pick up and kind of just collect on the way here. And then I'm going to do the same thing all the way back. Let's do some work. As I'm doing this, I'm thinking to myself, should I burn this or should I just rent a chipper, a big chipper, and chip this all up? I know there's pros and cons. I'm saving money not getting a chipper if I just burn it. Burning it is a lot easier. I just set it on fire and keep feeding it. Make sure air is circulating through. The cons to a fire is that it's gonna burn the ground. Yeah, and I don't know what kind of damage that does. You know, I'm sure I'm not planning on building for any time soon, so the earth is gonna recover from that burn, and it's just this spot, you know, unless it spreads a little bit further. But I don't know. What do you guys think? Should I get a chipper and continue to have mulch? My mindset was, if I get a chipper and make all this mulch, then I can start filling in the divots and kind of, and like, you know, keep it from being super muddy, and I can actually use those chips because there's a lot out here to chip. I don't know, I'm thinking if I bring all these big pieces that you see around me, stage it, stack it up, or just kind of dump it here, and then continue cutting, stack those, and then one weekend would just be nothing but mulching. And I have the space for it. Leave it in the comments. Which one do you think I should do, burn it or chip it? Like I said, I'm leaning towards chipping, just even though it's gonna cost me to rent, but I can reuse the chips. Eventually it's gonna rain, this is gonna get muddy if I'm driving through here, and it can become a mess. So I don't know, leave it in the comments. What do you think I should do? Chip or burn? Chip or burn? Starting a pile there, and it's only gonna get bigger. I haven't even gotten to these pieces, and look at chunks like this were left. I have to cut this up with a chainsaw, but that's not gonna get chipped. I can cut that up, let it dry out, and maybe use it for firewood, for camping or something. I don't know. All right, back to work. Googly moogly. I'm just trying to get the all the bigger pieces, thicker pieces, anything that could possibly puncture a tire in some kind of weird direction. I know, I mean, it is still possible. So I'm just going down the driveway, and I'm not really too worried about the stuff that's to the side right now. I'll clean that up eventually. I think I know which direction I'm leaning towards when it comes to either chipping or burning. I can see why people burn. All right, guys, I feel like I did a little bit. You know, I didn't do too much. Not gonna lie, should have brought my headphones. Being here all by myself, it's, you know, it gets old. So missing the family. Again, my wife is at work. The little one is sick or recovering. She's feeling better, but still not 100% to be out here. And then my 16-year-old, I asked him to just keep an eye on her. So it's just me out here, but this is it. I got 2 piles. Please leave in the comments what you guys recommend. Should I burn it or should I just chip it? I like the idea of chipping it because I can, you know, put it in certain places where I'm driving and it keeps the mud down. However, I got to spend money on the chipper, and that takes a lot of time, you know, passing it through, versus burning it, a lot cheaper. I don't know. What do you guys think? I've got 2 piles here. If I did go the burn route, then I would just do one at a time, not both, because, you know, I'm not trying to catch this place on fire. So one at a time, that's not a big deal. Do one day, do the other, or I can do one and then just start grabbing and feeding the fire from the other pile, whichever. But I still have a little bit more to do. I didn't do this piece over here, and yeah, and that's fine. You know, whichever I decide to do, whether it's burn or chip, while we're doing it, I can, you know, continue bringing more in. But I did buy another piece of equipment. Nothing extravagant, nothing big. But I got the idea from one of my comments. He's a landscaper in Va Beach. You know who you are. Thank you for leaving that comment. And it was actually a brilliant idea. After you left the comment, I looked it up and I decided that's the route I want to go. So more on that next week's video. A lot of you guys are also asking for drone footage. I have been taking drone footage. I have the crappiest drone on the market, but that's okay. And I'm the crappiest flyer around. So I have been getting footage. That will be in next week's video so that you guys can see the progression of the space being cleared from the air. So that should be cool. All right, guys, again, thank you for watching. Thank you for leaving comments, and I will see you guys on the next video. Take care. That's a wrap. That's a wrap for this week's video. Go googly moogly.